use it.
And welcome everyone to this time we're going to be jumping into our campaign with the Castleburn stories, and kind of one-shot stuff, no long-lasting campaign, so don't expect that, but there is going to be lots of hilarity, shall we say. Anyways, thank you for joining us. I welcome you to Castleburn, the home of the great Alphonse Jenkins. With that, I will turn it on over to our particular sheriff, Kyrath.
Okay, so basically I'm going to give a recap of the last 2 sessions for fun. So basically, in the first session, a traveling menagerie was attacked by thieves, and Brock Lucky and Goodwin Underfoot managed to defend it while minimizing loss of life, although some of the menagerie animals were killed to the great sadness of the menagerie owner. And then it was discovered that one of the birds, a rare bird known as a Bavarian cream feather named Georgie, was missing, and they tried to track her down, and they found a clue of a discarded black cloak used as a disguise in an alleyway. And then in the second session, more people. It turns out that the owner of the menagerie had a lot of political clout in the city, so he was very adamant about a task force immediately being assembled to track down his missing bird. So they went to the alleyway, and they found a unique footprint of the criminal person who was stolen the bird. And then they went out of the alley, and they witnessed attempted pickpocketing robbery in progress, and they took those people down. And there was a lot of flames being shot into the people's back as they were attempting to flee, and they got really burned. But then they got healed after that. Then, before they could go try to find the Bavarian cream feather, they heard a mob forming, and there was a mechanical eagle construct or something in the sky that Casadius can also create that saw the mob. And they went, and it turns out the mob was some crazy people that was trying to attack this house because they claimed that the people in the house were kidnapping their children and turning them into demons. And while some people tried to calm down the crowd at the front, some people also snuck in the back, where they met a cook who had amnesia and did not remember that she was supposed to be getting them to the master. So then they went the second time, and they found out that the guy was actually a psychiatrist who tries to help children with psychological disorders, and that he also runs a halfway house in his home. That's why some of the parents were thinking that he kidnapped their children. And they were very adamant about being able to meet the patients, which was going to break all sorts of legal agreements and be illegal. So he asked them to wait. And while they were waiting, the amnesia, short-term memory loss girl started having a seizure. And then all of a sudden she went crazy and started charming people to attack other people in the party. And she got really long claws, and she stabbed the guy, psychiatrist man, right in the heart, and he died. But he was stabilized. But then an imp appeared somehow and secretly killed him while no one was paying attention. And then the girl suddenly surrendered when she was about to die. And then the imp disappeared. And then with a lot of fairy fire, they managed to find the imp and burn it to a crisp. And then they rounded up the rest of the kids and brought them back to the precinct so everyone could figure out what was happening. So that's the story as we left off. So now it is 1 week later. And basically, when Cassandra, who was the short-term memory loss girl, was being having a examination or whatever, they discovered that she was actually being possessed by an evil spirit. So they went to the local church or whatever, and that got exorcised. And then it turns out that she doesn't actually have memory loss. It was just her memory loss was being caused by this spirit that was possessing her. And basically, one of the employees of the psychiatrist has not been heard from since this incident, and through various written documents and sketchy things that were put together by guards not in the main group that we have assembled here, basically they're thinking that that guy was very shady and that somehow he was involved in potentially trying to possess some of the kids at the psychiatrist's mansion with spirits or demons, and which that's really bad, and that was probably causing some of their psychological problems. So now we are tracking this rogue employee down to a tavern. Conveniently, it is actually the same tavern we were at in the first session, the Foolish Moon Tavern. So we have a party of Brock and Goodwin and Alphonse who are going into the tavern to try to arrest the guy he was seen entering there. And then Casadius and Kira and Trillin are guarding the door to make sure they can't escape if anything goes poorly. So your goal is to try to arrest the guy without causing any too much ruckus and allowing him to escape, and also not letting any of the civilians who are in the tavern get hurt.
So my first question that wasn't covered in the recap: how many of the townspeople from outside that thing went to my boot camp?
Well, so nobody showed up the next day because you didn't actually rescue any of their children, because the children all got taken to the police precinct, so they didn't get to see them. But then after they were unspirit possessed, and then they went back to their families, then there was like, let's see, there was like 20 people in the crowd, so we'll see how many people showed up. Oh, 19 of the 20 people in the crowd showed up to the first day of boot camp, but they all didn't stay, so there's not that many people that
Hopefully the food kept a decent retention rate.
So, Brock, what you're telling me is that
your retention rate was 97%. So, granted though, it's only been 1 week since that incident, and it was only like 3 days ago that people started coming to the boot camp. So for the first 3 days, you only had one person drop out, so you still have 18 people.
Did they, after they went through the psychiatrist stuff, did they find any cool spells or anything that I, like a spell scrolls or something I have access to now?
Spell lobotomy.
You're not a wizard though. You don't cast spells.
I can use a scroll. Well, not yet, not until I get my pact. But I can use spell scrolls.
So what you're telling me, Brock, is that you got quite
I
a
think the
few
spell
people
scrolls were
to.
confiscated.
You got quite a few people to go to your.
Yeah, but that's like that's what I'm saying. It's like, did I get to get a hold of them or use them or anything?
Well, if you remember, there was that when Casadius used that identify, he found like a made-up spell that the psychiatrist had invented to calm people's mental
Yeah,
state.
it's the lobotomy spell.
So you've been spending most of your time looking at that spell, because he does have some. He has
Did
a
I
spell book
gain
filled
any
with
knowledge?
notes of that.
Have I gained any knowledge, magical knowledge from any of this? I get anything, since I'm like the magic person in the.
You can roll Arcana.
Yay!
Oh, that's pretty good. 12 plus stuff.
17.
Yeah, it's pretty good stuff.
Okay, roll a 1d8.
Smooth jazz.
Uh-oh.
Dang it.
Oh, perfect. No, that's good. You were trying to roll low.
Oh.
So,
that's
it
good.
turns out that in looking at the notes, you've managed to gain the ability to cast that spell, we'll say.
Cool.
Mental lobotomy. Can we call
Yeah.
it? Can we call it lobotomy? Magic lobotomy?
No.
I
This
get
will
to
be
name
very
it.
She can, yeah, she gets to name it because there wasn't really a name. He just called
I'm
it his.
discovering it. Okay.
Well,
I need to know
you're
what
more
it does,
poking at
how
the
to
use.
cast it.
What?
You
She's
need
more...
to like.
Go ahead.
I need to know what it does and how to cast it. Like, are you gonna add it to my sheet or what?
I'll add it to the sheet after the session. Actually, I can't add it to your D&D Beyond sheet because I'm not the GM of the campaign. You can add it yourself.
I just need
Basically-
details on it.
It's basically a first level spell that takes an action to cast, and it has a range of touch.
Okay.
And it like stabilizes a person's mental state for 1 week.
Okay, I'll have to come up with a good name for it.
The lobotomy is my vote.
I know what your vote is. I'll think about it.
Why not
You,
just have it be
you can put your name in.
yeah? Why not just let it be modify memory or something? And then-
Or just
It also
yellow and
protects
then
people from psychic.
something.
It makes people resistant to psychic damage. We'll say.
Alright. So we're arresting people now.
Yeah,
Will you send me a message on Discord with all that so that I can just pop it in?
sure. I'll do that later.
Okay.
Okay. So now we're transitioning to the Foolish Moon. So your target is this guy right over here.
This guy that no one can see.
What?
yeah.
We can see ourselves, we just can't see in the building.
Oh, is there line of
I
sight
can-
on this
I
map?
can see the building.
I can
Oh, I
see
didn't
him.
realize this map had line of sight. You guys can stand inside the building.
Here we go.
Yay!
This is
Okay, so
guy
the
right
doors
here.
open in or
Uh
out.
huh.
They open in.
They open in. Okay, I'm putting my flamethrower turret literally standing in the square that the doors are, just right outside the door. It's got like it's got like kind of like a dragon head, like a mechanical dragon head that breathes fire. And it got
Wait,
like
the front or the back door?
the back. Well, where we're standing.
There's
No.
only one canonical
front
door
door.
to this tavern.
It would be the front door. Block, did you
Are
bring
you sure
the
that's up to
marshmallows?
code?
Hey, that's not
Yeah.
one of the 10 laws. There's nothing about fire safety in the laws.
And you can make up laws as you go.
No, there's only 10 laws in the whole town.
Oh, also, so that I can see inside. I sent my familiar to go perch on the shoulder, just to fly in and like perch somewhere. So I'm currently looking through the eyes of my familiar on the inside.
What
of the
is your familiar?
building. It's a mechanical eagle.
Oh,
Named
I can
Eustace.
talk to it then.
Oh, Eustace. That's what it's called.
So like before we went in, I did my my animal burrow ritual.
Okay, is that your standard practice when going to arrest humans?
I
You
have a
cast
standard
speak with
practice
animals.
is- My standard practice is to keep it up. So like every hour, like on patrol, I'll just get down and start doing push-ups and jumping jacks and stuff.
I thought it only lasts 10 minutes.
That lasts an hour.
It says duration 10 minutes.
Up to 1 hour. Oh wait, that's beast
Okay,
sense. My bad. My bad.
Oh, okay.
I was looking at beast sense, not speed with animals.
Oh, okay. Okay, so how do you guys want to go about arresting this guy? Right now, he seems to be sitting at a table, having some food, talking with some other guy.
So I'm there with my little dumbbell in one arm, just pumping. Every few minutes, shifting back and forth between arms. So, even training.
Also, in case you couldn't tell, that the guy with all the giant muscles is Brock Lucky because I didn't want it to just be a blue face. So that's your new character because I just randomly chose that one.
Works
Okay,
for me.
so
Yucky.
okay, so you're curling iron. What else is everybody doing? Are you just gonna march straight up to the guy?
I would recommend that Brock march straight up to the guy. Who else is going in? Myself, Brock, and
And Goodwin.
Do
Also,
we have a name?
Casadius has to like. Were you trying to stealthily make your turret appear, or is everybody? No, like all the guests in the tavern just see a giant
flamethrower.
It's on the no, because there's the door and it's on the outside of the door. It's hidden. It's only like half a person tall. Like you can't see it.
Okay, so you're just stopping. Anyone else who tries to go into the tavern, you just look at them and they're like, turning around now.
I'm just like police, like guard business. Like Yeah, like because
Okay,
I don't
so
want
it's
more
not-
people to go in. If we're gonna arrest people, I don't want more people going in.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Can I stand like 10 feet behind Trillin and Casadius?
No, you cannot, unless you
no.
also can stand on a roof, because Trillin is standing on a roof. So if you want to stand 10 feet behind her,
Okay,
you have to
I
stand
just
on-
don't want to be right in front of the door. I want to be like far enough away that I can shoot things inside the tavern, but I can also like heal Casadius if he needs me to. I don't want to get targeted.
Okay.
But yeah, I figure Brock up the center, or at least directly to him, with Alphonse and maybe Goodwin. Goodwin may want to walk up with Brock as well, but Alphonse would definitely take more of a flanking position, trying to possibly trip him if need be, or get into a position where he can pin his feet to the ground or something with an arrow.
Okay. Okay, so you guys can position yourself around the room as you see fit.
Brock, put yourself right on him.
If you want to try to approach him stealthily, you can make a stealth roll.
I'd put myself right there.
What's supposed to happen? I thought it makes
I'm-
it off to the side.
I'm not approaching him stealthily. It's pretty obvious I'm going towards him.
Yeah, Brock does not do stuff.
I'm not like mean mugging him and bearing down on him at high speed, but yeah, I'm just walking normal.
What? Did they just like change how this encounter thing works since last week?
It's in beta.
When I clicked on these things, it used to pop up this nice thing to the right that was like in an inset window that showed their stats. Now it's like a pop-up window that blocks the whole page that shows their stats. That's stupid. Why did they get rid of that?
Because they did it that way. They may have just recently updated it for all I know.
Okay.
Yeah, I've not had a chance to toy with it since I'm like funneling more than 4 creatures at you guys, so it's kind of like,
How do I have a wisdom of +4, but my perception is still a +2? It's like no matter what I do, I still have sucky perception.
are
How
you
is-
trained in perception? Because that's kind of weird.
Well, no, but like I have a 14 in wisdom. That's not bad.
Well, yeah, a 14 in wisdom is a +2.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I know that. I'm just saying.
You said you had a +4.
Yeah, I know what okay, look, I'm running on very low fuel at the moment. Okay, I just very, very tired. I was very busy
Okay.
at work.
So you guys are walking towards him. Okay, so everybody. Once I open the tracker. Okay, everybody roll initiative.
Yay, my favorite thing.
Oh!
So, what's the guy's name? What are the charges we're accusing him of?
His name is Emmett Malum, and you are accusing him of. I don't know. Let me look at the 10 laws.
Ooh, nat 20 for me.
You're charging him with consorting with fiends.
You
and
can
also
totally
murder.
add more laws if you
No, I think it's funny that there's only 10 laws. You're charging with murder, consorting with fiends, and kidnapping. So that's breaking 3 of the 10 laws.
Okay, I'm rolling again because I forgot to hit the token thing.
I rolled a nat 20. Ooh, and
too.
Bazak also rolled a nat 20. We're ready to go. Like, we're doing the things, guys.
If only
I
that
rolled a
20s on
16.
initiative did something.
Why isn't it?
It's not like it matters for me because I'm just going to be walking up to him and declaring that his crimes and that he's under arrest. Which is great because I get this all the time. I'm always the first to move, but that's all I ever do.
rolled really low, so it's gonna be fun.
Did you roll worse than a 10? Oh, you did.
Oh yeah, I did. I believe the actual die roll was a 4. So
Okay,
yeah.
so everybody roll 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, Kira has not.
I can't get it on the thing. I rolled a 16.
Okay. There we go.
Thank you.
Descending. Okay. Brock, it's your move.
So I walk up and I'm pumping iron in one hand, and I walk up to him. And I say, "Hey, are you Emmett Malum, bro?"
Yeah, he doesn't respond. It looks like he's getting ready for a fight.
Dang, has he thrown a punch at me, or is he going for a weapon, or what?
It doesn't look like he's going for a weapon. He's standing up from his chair, though.
Gonna have to take you in under charges of murder, consorting with fiends, and kidnapping. I pull out my cuff. I pull out the cuffs with the manacles.
Okay. But you're not going to try to attack him?
I mean, I'm gonna try to put them on him.
Okay. I mean, I guess you're first in the turn order, so I guess... Well, you have to make a grapple check.
That's fine.
You're probably going to succeed. Oh, I guess you're just going to put handcuffs on him on the first round.
This bar is my place. Let me look real quick at my grapple stuff, because I have extra grapple stuff. It's just a bonus action for me to attempt to grapple a target. If I hit someone with an unarmed strike or improvised weapon on my turn. Nice. Oh, I need to check. Let me see. Okie. So, yeah, how do we grapple again? I think I just have to try and hit
with
him.
your strength or dexterity. Oh yeah, I guess you have to try to hit him first, I guess, with an unarmed attack.
Okay.
Yeah, it should be considered an unarmed strike.
Okay, so
20.
now you make an opposed strength check. Okay, you successfully grapple him.
Wow.
Now we have to look up the exact grapple rules. Dang it.
Movement speed is 0. If I remember correctly,
I have
he
to look at the grapples. We just like make a call.
Like, can you still attack while grappled?
Yes.
Yeah, you
Yes,
can.
Yes. Grapple rules are stupid. You can still fight and make attacks while grappled. It just makes it you can't move.
Makes sense until I get the cuffs on him, at least.
195.
Even then, he could break
Wait,
free
the
your
only
hands
thing that
and beat you,
happens is
and
that
beat you over the head with his fist.
You just can't move. Okay, that's not as bad as I thought. Excellent.
Well, he'd have to bust his hands out of joint, because I'm going to have them behind his back.
When you want to grab a creature or wrestle it with it, you use an attack action to make a special melee attack, a grapple. If you make
Okay,
you make
Cassadius.
multiple attacks,
Right, so I'm watching this through Eustace's eyes, like perched up on the railing over there.
Oh, wait.
And-
So I understand what my special power is. I can do a normal attack and use a bonus action to make it into a grapple. So I can do damage to him while I'm doing this with my fists.
Yep.
I'm going to do that because why not?
So you're gonna attack him unprovoked? I thought you weren't doing that. You.
Well, he's resisting, isn't he?
Well, you would have to punch him first and then realize that he's
Yeah, it's too
resisting.
late.
You
Yeah,
can't
it's too
try
late.
to handle him and
Too
then
late.
punch.
Okay,
Too late.
okay,
Punch him
you're
in the
right.
face, Brock.
No,
You're
no,
under
no,
arrest.
no,
Here, let me
no.
put these cuffs on you.
Oh, I want my lawyer.
Right. So I'm seeing this, and then I just like so I'm blind and deaf because I'm looking through Eustace's eyes, but I just like do like a hand motion to other people outside so they know that we're actually like doing this, and I give them like a it's going okay, it's going pretty well, like you get thumbs up, and like surprisingly, nothing has gone wrong yet.
That is very
It's all these
exciting.
games, bro.
Okay, Trillin, are you just gonna also hang out on the roof?
With a backup plan.
A grappled creature's speed becomes 0, and he cannot benefit from any bonus to its speed. The condition ends if the grappler is incapacitated. The condition also ends if an effect removes the grappled creature from the reach of the grappler, or a grappling effect, such as when a creature is hurled away by the Thunder Wave spell. So that's all it gets.
Okay. Eagle, is there anything you
He's
want to
at-
do?
She said yeah, she was just gonna sit there. She's
Oh,
not here.
Okay, Goodwin,
Which guy is he arresting?
this guy. It won't let me. There we go.
Okay, so there's a waiter or somebody next to him.
Uh huh.
Okay, I'm gonna go over and stand next to this waiter and and sort of back up Brock. And if the guy tries to, there's nowhere I can get where I can actually attack this guy, is there?
You could usher the waiter out of the way.
Yeah, they're willing, so they'll back away. Well, you can say they'll back away on your turn.
Okay, then I want to move into his square, and I want to like prepare to punch the guy if he tries to escape.
Okay.
If he tries to escape or attacks or resist arrest in any way, I'm gonna punch him.
Okay.
I'm just picturing the Joker pencil moment,
Kira.
except we're guards, so not really.
Okay.
You know.
I'm gonna stay behind Casadius, but as he's doing that, I'm gonna come up behind him and I'm gonna touch him on his shoulder, and I'm gonna cast Protection from Evil and Good.
Okay.
That lasts for 10 minutes. Until the spell ends, one ruling creature you touch is protected against certain types of creatures: aberrations, celestials, elementals, fae, fiends, and undead. The protection grants several benefits. Creatures of these types have disadvantage on attack rolls against the target. The target also can't be charmed, frightened, or possessed by them. And if the target is already charmed, frightened, or possessed by such a creature, the target has advantage on any new saving throw against the relevant effect.
That would have been really helpful last session.
It would have
Yeah.
been.
I told you, if I'd known, I had spells that I could help with the situation. So you now have protection from evil and good for 10 minutes.
Okay.
Also, it's concentration, so if something happens to me, you lose it.
Okay. Okay, so now this guy, whatever his name is, Emmett. Yes, Emmett is definitely resisting arrest, so he starts looking like he's trying to cast a spell. So, Goodwin, if you want to attack him now, you can.
Okay. I got a 12.
Unfortunately, that will not hit.
Okay, I want to attack again with my bonus action.
Okay.
Wait,
I
where's
got a 19.
That will hit.
did 6.
Okay. Okay, so you managed to hit him, but he still successfully gets his spell off. So let's see here. What happened?
Everyone dies.
Oh, he has to make an attack. Okay. You got a 15. Does that hit Brock?
I think it equals my armor class, so yeah.
So that hits you. Okay, so
Hang on. I have the Mage Slayer attack. I can attack him again as a reaction if he casts a spell with it by feeding.
nice. Okay, you can attack him.
No spells for you!
Darn.
In your face.
Aww.
Oh, that's disappointing.
That's sad.
Okay, so Brock, all of a sudden, like, lacerations just open up on your body, and you take 18 points of damage.
Ow.
And the guards who are trained that realize that necromancy magic is illegal immediately recognize that this is necromancy magic.
Right. So can I see that through Eustace? Do I know what's happening in there?
Uh-huh.
My turn. I'm flying into a rage.
Okay, so then he also uses his bonus action and summons like a Reaper sickle, which I don't have an image for.
Is that a cleric spell?
It could be.
Because I
It
know
could be-
of a cleric spell. I don't remember the name of it, but I know what it is. And
You
it
mean,
it functions as a
you mean,
bonus action.
Spiritual
Yeah.
weapon?
Spiritual weapon.
Yeah, there we go.
We better hope it's not a spiritual weapon. That spell's dope.
Okay, so it takes the sickle makes an attack against you, Brock.
I use that spell all the time as Oriana. It's not good to be on the other end of.
Wait, can you make?
Yes, you can. When
Okay.
it's summoned, you can use. Yeah, you can attack with it. It only has like a movement of like 20 feet, so it's like.
Yeah, when
Okay,
it's
so you
summoned
take
as a bonus
9
action,
damage.
it does damage and it goes to whatever whatever you want. It's a great spell.
Okay, and then
Yeah, I'm gonna need healing real bad now.
so then you see that the guy who was standing next to that guy at the table, all of a sudden you hear this like sounds of bones cracking, and this guy's clothes rips, and he becomes a werewolf.
No, great.
The werewolf. That could
I'm regretting my choice of flamethrower. now.
Okay, Alphonse, your turn.
So. That guy's a werewolf? Now?
Yes, that guy. Mm-hmm.
Okay. This guy's the guy we're trying to arrest.
Yep.
You know what? Let's just try it. I'm going to go ahead and use my bonus action to activate Planar Warrior. Because he's within 30 feet. I can see him. Hopefully I can hit. And I'm going to draw my longbow and shoot
Okay.
at the particular person who is grappled.
Okay.
Oh! That will be a 26 to hit.
That will definitely hit.
No, it's not a 2, it's a 3. Ah, oh well, 10 damage. And
Is that with the extra planar warrior
Yeah,
damage? Okay.
yeah, it's an additional D8, so I just made it
Yeah.
2D8.
Okay.
And then it also means that the The entire attack is considered magical damage. If I remember right. Next time he hits a creature with a weapon attack, all damage dealt by that attack becomes force damage, and the creature takes an additional D8 damage from the attack. So that's force damage.
Okay.
Now, if you will come quietly, we will help you adjudicate this particular situation. But if you do not come quietly, we will be forced to end your miserable existence here for breaking the law. And that's Alphonse.
Okay. Brock.
I fly into a rage, and I'm resistant to all damage except psychic. It's a little bit late. But there is an order to these things.
And if we use lobotomy on you, you could be resistant to even psychic.
Yeah. But anyway, so I'm going to try and get the handcuffs on him. Hopefully that will stop him from casting spells.
Okay. So you can just go ahead and make an opposed strength check.
And I have advantage on that because I'm raging.
Perfect.
Do I just roll regular strength, or do I... Yeah, just roll strength.
Yeah,
Right.
I'm pretty sure you're gonna succeed.
23.
You succeed.
I'm gonna start dragging him away from the werewolf, whom I don't want to be near.
When you move, you can drag or carry the grappled creature with you, but your speed is halved. Unless the creature is 2 or more sizes smaller than you. So, like 3 squares if I remember right.
Yeah, I'm gonna move here.
As there's an arrow sticking out of his shoulder.
I guess you gotta move the guy with me. And I guess Goodwin moves out of this square.
Silly dog.
Okay, where do you got the guy standing?
Right. Yeah, that works. I've just like got his arms behind his back and I'm just pushing him forward.
Okay. Okay, Casadius.
Alright. Well, seeing as things are going slightly more shambly in there, I'm gonna have my cannon just walk slightly forward and push open the door. Actually, no. I'm gonna run through and push open the door, and I'm gonna leave my cannon.
Are you still looking through?
No, I'm gonna not do that anymore.
Okay.
So I'm gonna have the cannon like be standing half these ways into the door so it's open. I'm gonna come in here, like so. Do I have any spells that require saving throws to fail, like that would be used next turn?
Against the.
Are you asking me?
Why? Who
if
are
I
you
have any
asking?
spells?
You.
Because I want
Oh,
to,
yeah.
because I know what they would be doing, and because we're like a squad of people.
I have Sacred Flame, which requires a Dex save. I have Toll the Dead, which requires a Wisdom save, and I have Word of Radiance, which is a Con save.
What about you, Barry?
Yeah, I have
Also
one
Frostbite.
that I could use.
I'm trying to figure out if it's worth
It's a
using
Dex
my
save.
action.
As you come in, since it's a free action to talk, I'm just gonna say, hey guards bro, I could use some healing.
Hey, guards, bro.
Okay.
Right. So there's still the werewolfy guy right there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. Okay. I got like the little disc thing I used last time. throwing it at him. So that's Mind Sliver, so he needs to make an intelligence check. Saving throw.
Okay, the werewolf guy.
Yeah, werewolf guy.
Okay.
Dang it.
You got 18.
And it does nothing.
Nope.
Okay, that's my turn then. I got nothing then.
Okay. Trillin. You see that Casadius just went charge, opened the door, and ran in. That's basically all you can see. The map indicates there are no windows on that side of the building. Because the only window on there is actually the door. Because originally this map has no door on it. It only has a window.
So I think the door is down south on the map. See that light beam that's shooting out
You're
down
saying this is
on
the
southern
map
side?
door?
Yeah, I think that's supposed to be the door.
Oh.
Well, we made that the door now, so it's
Yeah.
too late.
Look, it made
It's too late
sense
now.
in my brain. That's how it looked.
Okay, so you could use your magical sending stone to instantly ask somebody with telepathy what's going on, Trillin, if you want to. That would be a free action. So you can just ask if people need backup. You just say who you want to talk to and you just say something. And then it happens.
No, that's
Yeah,
we're
we
not-
ignored that.
That's fake.
everybody does it. Everybody who uses them ignores that. That's like a thing.
They're basically just walkie-talkies that are meant telepathic. You just saw Casadius run in the building, so you could ask Casadius why he
Also,
ran.
you can still see me. I was behind Casadius. I'm looking in.
Yeah.
Well, assuming she asked me what's going on, like, got a werewolf, one person apprehended but still casting necromancy spells. Could get ugly in here. But, like, he said, could get ugly in here. It's like, so, is this like a ranged monk? Like, what's her deal? Does she punch things? Like, what's her... Well, if you can ranged, like, aim through the door that I now have propped open with my cannon, you could assist while still guarding the door.
Okay. Okay, Goodwin, what are you doing?
I didn't hear most of what Eagle said, so if anything I say is redundant, then just ignore it. But I want to call on my little radio thing for the people outside to come in and help because there's a werewolf in here. And then I want to move around. Wait. Brock, which direction are you heading with that guy? Are you underway?
Yeah, I'm moving with him towards the door. So if you could interpose between me and the werewolf, that would be great. And since you're a monk, you get up on the table without any problem.
He's a halfling too.
I can just move through your square, yeah.
Yeah.
As the little
Okay.
halfling who just like dives for the werewolf.
Okay. I'll move to this spot right here, and I'll continue to attack. I'll continue to attack the what's his name? Malum?
Oh, yeah.
Well, I've got handcuffs on him now.
Yeah, but he's casting. some
Yeah, but
serious
he's
spells,
casting
though.
spells.
No, he's
He
still
cares
casting
about your
spells.
handcuffs.
Yeah, his fingers are still free.
Didn't he just like rip your skin open with lacerations or something?
Yeah,
Yep.
I think he used.
It cast inflict wounds.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he used inflict wounds. It's just a nasty necromancy spell.
Well, then I'm going to go down this next turn, and there's nothing that's going to stop me, short of healing.
Okay, anyway, I attack the guy.
Okay.
Ooh.
Nice.
That will hit.
Pow!
6 damage, okay.
And I want to attack again.
Okay. That will hit.
That'll be my turn.
Nice.
Okay. Kira.
Okay, alright, couple things I want to do. So, first, I poke my head through the door, and I see the scary werewolf, and I'm going to cast Frostbite on him. That is a con save.
What's the range on that?
60 feet.
That's what I was just looking.
I think that's slightly too far. I was counting. That's why I came inside the building. Because that's 12 squares. Oh. I don't know.
Yeah,
Well, that's because all of these things are 55, so if we do like this is 55, then this is down to there. So it'd be 75. I don't know. Square counting is weird. I don't. Because, like, this is actually farther away than this is.
Yeah, roll 20's not doing it right.
Even this is silly.
Okay, can I just... Fine. I'm gonna use
Although
half
I
my
guess
move.
it's set to use D&D 5e measuring rules.
Yeah,
It is.
that's D&D's
What's it?
5. That's D&D's measuring rules. Is-
Okay, so I guess it's in range. I guess
Yay!
I guess they balance the ranges around that type of measuring, so I guess we shouldn't interfere with that.
Yeah. Well,
Okay, so
so-
let's make a con save.
Okay. He got a 10. Oh wait,
Wait,
just
you
kidding.
fit.
What is his bonus? I was on the wrong character. He got an 11.
What's that mean?
It's a fail. Yes. He takes 6 cold damage, and he has disadvantage on his next weapon attack roll he makes.
Okay.
Then
Does it specify a weapon or is it just melee? Because he doesn't
it's
have
weapon.
weapons. Okay,
Dang
cool.
it.
He doesn't use weapons.
Well, I didn't know if his claws were considered a weapon attack, but I was gonna give it a shot. And then I will cast Healing Light on Brock Lucky. I only have 3d6 pool dice. How badly do you need healing
Really
light?
bad.
Okay, great.
Really bad.
he's probably at 3 of like 20.
I'm at 7 hit points out of 34.
Oh, 7 of
But by the way, we all started this session fresh, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess I will use all 3 charges that I have of my healing light. You heal for 8 points of healing.
Woo!
Better than
And
nothing.
then I'm
I
going
have 15
to.
health. Hey, it's better than nothing.
I'm gonna go back and duck behind the door and just hide behind the door like this.
Okay. Okay. So you noticed that. So he used that spell on you before he put the handcuffs on him. So I don't know. I was trying to quickly look. So we're just gonna say that having handcuffs makes you not able to use spells that have somatic components.
Yeah.
But luckily for him, he has spells that don't require somatic components. Yay!
Don't worry, the bragg's coming next.
So you have
First
to
mouth.
make a wisdom saving throw.
Uh-oh.
That's not a great one.
That's why I said uh-oh.
Oh!
Okay.
Oh!
So you hear him say, "Uncuff me," and you just your brain is like, "Yes, I need to uncuff him."
I'm using lucky now. I'm re-rolling that.
Oh!
How many times can I use lucky? Whatever you did.
You can.
Isn't it a reaction to use it?
Yeah, I think it's reaction.
Say it's reaction.
Oh yeah, it doesn't say.
No, it's not a reaction. It's just a feature you can use anytime you do a saving throw or attack roll.
Yeah.
Anytime you roll.
You just waste. It's just charge. How many charges do you want to use? But
I
yeah.
can only use it 3 times a day, but this is pretty important, so I don't mind blowing every last charge.
Oh, good.
So I will blow the second charge. Does that succeed?
Yes, that succeeds.
Oh, man. I suggest
Okay, wait.
you take
Oh
a
wait,
potion
actually,
if you
yeah,
can.
Goodwin, you also have to make a wisdom saving throw
Okay, what is it for?
to see if you want to uncuff the guy.
Remember,
He's finding
remember,
mine.
you have potions. Greater healing potions.
Yeah, but I have
These
2
are the
options.
words of your healer.
Okay, yeah, you
Yeah,
also
13.
don't feel compelled. Dang it! I thought that would work.
It almost did. He has just 2 lucky points to get it.
Lucky.
Yeah. Okay, so then the sickle comes behind and tries to stab you in the back. 9. Okay, that misses. Okay. Werewolf time. The werewolf jumps up on top of the table, snarling. And attacks Brock Lucky.
Uh-oh.
Remember, if you guys can manage to get on either side of it, you get advantage on your attack rolls for flanking. So if you can.
Okay, so it tries to bite at you with a 12.
12 is not good enough.
Okay, now it tries to claw at you with a 15.
That is barely good enough. It's like I kick him back with one of my feet. Bad dog.
Okay, so you take... You take 6 slashing damage, so you take 3 damage.
Whoa.
Okay.
Well, that's not good.
Yeah, next
Okay,
thing I'm doing, I'm stuffing a ring
Alphonse.
in this dude's mouth.
Is Senior Red Dot moving out of the way?
Yeah, everybody is running for the door,
Okay.
and they're finding it blocked by a giant turret, so...
No, it's not giant. It's a small object.
You
They
said it
can-
was half a human tall. They're not just gonna be able to run
It's
past
small.
it.
They can get past it. There's a police officer.
Yeah, it's considered
It's not
small.
shooting, and
Okay,
it's letting
fine.
them through.
Okay, okay, fine. Since Kira is there, she can like be like, it's okay, just jump over the giant dragon-shaped flamethrower cannon, and it might just
I
shoot
just
you
tell
as you
them,
approach
as
it.
I'm like hiding behind the door, I'm just like, it's with the police, just jump over, let's just jump over, go.
I'm
Wait, do
assuming
you
this
put,
gray
like, the
square is
talent-
the thing, right?
Do you put the Castle Guard insignia on the
Yes.
turret?
Yeah.
Yes, the gray squared gold thing. Hey, why'd you move my turret?
I selected a bunch of people to move, and it selected that also. It's very hard to grab that.
You need to find a token for your turret.
Yeah. I don't have a character sheet for my turret or Eustace, so can't really do that.
Okay, so what does Alphonse do?
I need a GM ruling just in case. Can I fire off a line 5 feet by 30 feet long and not hit my compatriots, hitting both the werewolf and the captured guy? At an
I don't
angle
know.
because that's quite straight. It misses.
Yeah, I guess. It looks
Okay.
like you can.
Okay.
Wait, how? It's 5 feet wide, though.
Uh-huh.
Usually the rule for hitting something is from corner to corner. If I recall correctly.
But since these two squares are, like, touching, like, you wouldn't be able to run in between them.
I'm not running between them. I'm using.
But, like, if it's the beam is 5 feet wide, though, so, like, it would have to hit their squares.
It would hit. Okay, so it would hit their squares. It's just
I
not
don't know.
good.
Is there a chart on how 5e beam attack works? Or here?
I have my DM screen. Let me see. It has a chart.
I feel like it should. I feel like you should be able to fire a beam on a diagonal.
Yeah, it's a straight
my
diagonal,
gut
that's
says
why.
Yeah,
Straight
but
diagonal.
I know you can fire it on a diagonal, but how many squares does it hit?
It should just hit the diagonal squares.
Only the diagonal squares? Okay,
Yeah,
sure.
that's
That's
what
what I
I
think.
was assuming.
If I'm imagining a beam, it should
Yeah.
hit.
It's
Because either it hits everything
Yeah.
right in front of it, or on a diagonal, or right in front of it, or right in a diagonal.
Oh,
Yeah.
here's one for a 30-foot line. Okay, yeah. Oh, it doesn't say how wide the line is, but whatever. Sure. Okay, well, so you can do it.
Jake, can you
Okay.
get a 15
You can do it.
for me for the flamethrower?
in
I
that
need it.
case. In that case, I'm going to need dex saving throws from both of them.
Okay.
Probably ain't gonna. That one definitely. Okay, yeah, they both do. Okay, so
Also, is the guy considered restrained? The one he has cuffs on?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's grappled.
Is
Okay,
he considered
attack-
restrained? Is that a type of effect?
Yeah. Because if he is, attack rolls against the creature have advantage. The
What is
creature's attack rolls.
restrained?
and
Because he
well, if he's considered restrained, he also has disadvantage on dexterity saving throws, which is what
I think
this
restrained is different than grappled.
I'm just asking.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm searching at D&D.
I am almost sure restrained is different than grappled because the grappling rules are weird.
Oh, yeah, here's grappled. The grappled creature's speed is 0. The condition ends at the grappler's incapactation.
Technically, it's the same thing, but
Although
no,
now he
it's
has
not
handcuffs on.
technically the same thing. The only
I mean, the
downside
handcuffs
is speed
aren't-
is 0.
It's like, I think restrained would be like if he had like leg cuffs and like
Yeah.
was tied
The only
up.
thing a
I don't
grappled
think he's
creature, the only downside of being grappled is you can't move. That's literally it.
okay.
Yeah, he can still move around-ish because he's just being held by his hand.
No, his speed is 0. He can't move.
Yeah. No, but I mean like he can like action-wise.
Oh,
That's
yeah, and it
actually a
can't
good
go.
roll. Okay, so they take 5.5 or 5 damage as Alphonse rears back and says surrender and lets out his breath attack, which is a lightning breath that
Lightning.
pours forth for a 30-foot line straight in front of him.
Okay. The werewolf looks very annoyed. The magician guy like shakes violently and then just goes limp in Brock's grip.
He's unconscious. He can't do anything else, which means the spiritual
And the
weapon.
spiritual weapon
He has to. If he's unconscious, it goes away. If not, he has to make a concentration check, which he should have made several times before, but that's okay.
No,
But
spiritual weapon's not concentration. That's why it's so OP.
No, I'm pretty sure it is concentration.
No,
I remember.
concentration.
Is it?
Let me double check.
No, it's not concentration. It's just duration 1 minute. That's why it's so OP.
Yeah, it's basically like my turret's also not a concentration thing.
Okay. So yeah, so is that your whole turn?
Um. One, two, three, four. 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm actually going to move to about right there, with one leg on one of the, with one leg on the stool, just kind of getting ready to dive away if need be.
Okay. Brock, your turn.
So, can I use a bonus action this turn to stuff a rag into his mouth? I don't care if he passes out of it.
He's kind of unconscious, so
He's already unconscious.
Oh, he's already unconscious?
Yeah.
zapped
He's like literally like a limp rag in your hand.
I kind of
Oh.
zapped him.
Well, then I'm just going to carry him off and drink a health potion with the other arm.
Okay. So you will get an attack of opportunity against you by the werewolf.
That's fine, as long as it's after I drink the health potion.
Yeah, I guess you can use your action to drink the potion and then move away with your move action.
Yep, that's my plan. So
Okay,
it's
so you
4d4
can-
plus 4.
Yep.
There's also an optional rule some people use when they play D&D to make drinking potions a bonus action.
Yeah, if it's
Just
for
so
yourself,
they
to,
know.
for it to be a bonus action for yourself. An
Yeah.
action defeats somebody else, but
Yeah, I've seen people use that rule. I've also seen people use a modified version of that rule where you break it in your mouth and you take random and you roll a certain D of damage to see if it balances out.
Okay, so let's see here. Okay, so he attacks you. He got a 15, so that hits. 1 plus 2. Okay, you take 3 damage, and you have to make a Constitution saving throw.
Wait, so only wouldn't it be half of that?
Yeah.
so it would be 1 damage
So it's
plus
1
the
damage.
constitution
Yeah.
or the constitution.
I have advantage on
man.
Constitution, thankfully.
Barbarians! So 12.
Okay. Okay, you feel it burning, but it quickly fades.
Don't become a werewolf.
Can,
We don't need that.
I can move full speed, right?
Yeah.
But Kyler, I thought you were huge
Oh,
on
half
the
speed.
werewolf
Yeah, because
turning
he is
into-
grappled.
Well, I mean, isn't he unconscious now? So wouldn't I just be carrying him?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I guess. As long as he's not heavier than your encumbrance. But you have a lot of strength, so I don't.
Yeah.
And I have almost nothing on me too. So.
Yeah.
so
I'm
yeah,
picturing
he
him
went
like
limp and went-
Gronk in Emperor's New Groove.
Your carrying capacity is 270 pounds. Okay.
I've just got him over one arm, one shoulder while I'm drinking the potion in the other.
Yeah, that would be about right.
Okay, Cassadius.
So this guy's unconscious, right? So he could hypothetically die.
I don't know. I don't think that's how we're doing it. Because you deal non-lethal damage unless you choose to as guards. So
Yeah, the rules
There's no
is that
chance
it's
that he might.
automatically assumed you're doing non-lethal damage unless you specifically say, I'm attempting to kill this person.
Okay.
We switched
it
it.
automatically
We switched
assumes that
it.
you're just like non-lethal lightning attack. Oh, good. It was non-lethal.
It's
I'm just
Well,
like
we
lightning,
that.
switched
so
it
it's
because
designed
otherwise
to
we'd
shut.
just be killing people like a normal game.
Yeah,
I would posit some exceptions
Yeah.
for like things like an orb of
So
annihilation.
okay. So like so werewolves in this, like, do we take werewolves alive? Do we kill werewolves? Like, what's the procedure on werewolves?
that's a good question.
Anybody?
The law is silent on
It
werewolves.
says that they are chaotic, evil, medium humanoid, so they're not fiends. So
Taken alive. All right.
Don't worry, I'll be back in once I put him outside, tie his legs up, and then shove a rag in his mouth, so in case he wakes up.
He is wanted for at least assaulting peace officer, consorting with necromancer, possibly
Right.
aiding and abetting, stuff
Right,
like
so I'm
that.
trying to move there.
I think that's an automatic. He's aiding and abetting.
Yeah. There's also a possibility of consorting with fiends, depending on investigations.
Oh my goodness! I have not hit an attack with him yet. I have not. I have never hit it with
You just
him.
scared a little imp with a crossbow.
No, with my
Not-
giant
He
He doesn't
shadow
have
gun.
good
It's like-
aim. He's
I
an
don't- like,
inventor.
plus
Yeah, that's why
four's
you're not allowed
terrible.
to use the disintegration rifle. Otherwise, random people are just gonna get disintegrated by accident.
No.
Phew! Sorry,
The only
Charlie.
I told him that it only disintegrates people if they reach 0 hit, if they go past 0 hit points with his gun. That's disintegrate. So like
Yeah.
if it does, if like they got 5 HP left and he does 6 points of damage, then they disintegrate.
Which is pretty much
great, because you
guaranteed.
can't control it. I always love stuff like that.
Which means he can hit them as long as he can hit them with it. It's just as long as he doesn't do the killing blow, they're fine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, except it does a lot of damage.
Okay, so you're doing
that's
anything
what-
else for your action? Your turn?
That was my action. I shot across my crossbow. Oh, also my crossbow magically loads, so like I think it just like pops up and it's like a glowy kind of.
Look there,
Okay.
Kai Wrath. The Sky's gun.
And so as soon as it
real.
misses,
Look at the what?
it just like poof vanishes. So the
Sky's gun is real.
Oh.
so the
Except that he can
crossbow-
only fire 1 per 6 seconds.
So it clicks out, it fires, and then it misses, and as soon as it passes the target, and I know I missed, it just poof vanishes, so it doesn't accidentally hit anybody else. It's just poof, gone. As soon as I miss the target, it just
Oh, that's
vanishes.
handy.
Like,
Okay,
and anyone who
Trillian.
knows what like planar magic looks like, yeah, basically it looks like it kind of got like sucked back into a different plane of existence.
Duly noted.
What is Trillin gonna do? Where exactly are you looking in? You
Shoot.
ran to...
The door.
Yeah, you can see it.
He's standing up on a table next to me.
Yeah. What about insight? What were you doing? I think I missed what you said you were doing. Oh, insight shot. Okay. So do whatever you have to do.
Do whatever you have to do. And we win, guys!
We win the encounter.
We win! Alright, good game. As we take all the silverware and we stab the werewolf with it.
So you're shooting him with your bow that you
No,
have?
you missed it, Kyra. We blew the werewolf into pieces, and then we found 1,000,000 gold.
Oh wow, amazing.
Yeah. Turns out all the silverware is real silver in here, and he accidentally stepped on a fork.
Also, the
It was
necromancer
lethal.
turned his stomach
Okay,
into a bag of holding, so it just exploded with gold when he died.
Fell unconscious. I didn't kill him. He fell unconscious. I held back
okay,
enough.
so Eagle Trillin is attacking and using Kensai shot with her bow.
Mhm.
Okay, so you can make an attack roll.
Well, she can't make an attack
Oh,
roll.
JK. Zeri, who's getting one.
It is
Okay, I will make an
dead.
attack roll.
No, don't give him. Actually, this better than rolling.
I've got
Like,
pretty hot damn.
Okay, you got a 7 plus something plus 5. So that's 12. So that hits amazingly. So you deal 1d8 plus 3 plus 1d4 for Kensai shot, I think, right? Yeah. So that will deal 9 damage. But sadly, you don't have silvered arrows. Okay, did you want to do anything else? Cheer everybody else on. Make an awesome trilling bird call.
Caw.
Okay, so there may or may not be awesome bird calls. And then it's Goodwin's turn.
Okay, I want to upend the table that the werewolf is on and spill him onto the floor, and then like punch him in the sternum.
Okay. I guess you just have to make a strength check?
Make a strength check.
I guess.
I got a 15.
Do you have a plus?
I have a 0 in strength.
Okay, let's see how much you can push. You can push 330 pounds. Okay, sure. We'll say you succeed.
Okay, so what happens?
At the boot camp.
The table flips over and the werewolf has to make a dexterity check, I guess, or a dexterity saving throw. Higher than my dice. And the werewolf falls prone to the ground.
Did that count as my action?
Yeah, I think it counts as your action.
Do I get a bonus attack or not?
Yeah, that was sort of like an attack, so we'll say you can make a bonus attack.
Nice.
So you have advantage because he's prone.
I got a 13.
That will hit.
Nice.
I did 6.
Okay. Is that anything else?
I say to everybody, he's down. Get him. Finish him. And that's my turn.
Okay, Kira's turn.
And on that note, I pop my head through and Eldritch blast it.
Okay.
Or maybe I don't. Never mind. I'm so sad.
Never mind.
Oh, really?
No! Wait, bonus action stuff.
Do we have to roll on the table of bad luck now?
Dang it. That super sucks. She's gonna use it. I swear.
I mean, I guess that's her default attack, and if regular people have failures on their default attacks. Oh, good! Yay! Something bad happens.
Oh, no.
What?
Well, 4 is normally the one where like you drop your weapon, but since it's a spell, I guess nothing bad happened actually.
Yay. Yeah, the only bonus action I have is healing word. I don't need to use that. Dang it! Guess I don't do anything. My spell just sort of fizzles. And I'm like, crap, what happened? Like, I snap my fingers a couple of times, I can't get it, and I'm like, well, shoot, and I duck behind the wall again.
Okay, so I moved you good
I
wings because
really
you have to run
hope
up to him
nobody
north.
saw that.
You what?
When you made your bonus attack at him, you had to just run over to him. So I moved you adjacent to him.
Oh, okay.
So now he is going to make 2 attacks. The first one will be his bite attack.
Yeah, you drop your weapon.
While
Drop
he's prone.
Okay, nothing bad happened.
Oh, if he's prone, he makes those
Oh,
at
okay, he
disadvantage.
stands up. He stands up and then attacks.
Okay.
And he hits with his claws. 16.
That, I think. Yes, that hits.
Okay, so deals what? 2 plus 2. It deals 4 damage. Okay, Alphonse Jenkins.
Alphonse Jenkins will use his bonus action to again summon up the planar walker or planar warrior, and since I can see him, he's within 30 feet. I'll pull my bow back, and I'll also take a -5 to the attack to do 10 extra damage. Hopefully it hits. That is an 11 to hit.
I hit with a 13.
That will not hit.
That will not hit? Oh man.
No.
Okay. That's it.
Okay.
Somebody please help. The werewolf is biting me.
I tried! It's not my fault! It's really sad, because, like, it's usually really hard for me to miss.
Unless
Nothing
Brock.
for the damage.
What's Brock doing?
Brock is going to the door.
Okay.
So I go to the door, and then I stop, and I start binding his feet with another set of manacles.
Okay.
And if I can, like, bonus action, stuff a rag into his mouth, so if he wakes up, he can't cast any spells.
Okay. We'll say, yeah, just as part of your action of tying him up, you can do the rag and tie his feet up.
And I just hold him out to bring Fairly,
Kira
Kira,
or Trellin.
whoever's outside the door.
Either one of those two.
Yeah, I'm just holding this entirely bound up body. It's probably counts as restrained at this point.
Yeah. Now he's restrained. Okay. Casadius.
Right. I'm actually gonna. Can I hold my? Well. Okay, so there's this thing. I have a bonus action that can do Sanctuary that can make a thing have to not attack somebody. But if somebody can I use my bonus action after John goes to cast Sanctuary on John?
I think if you hold an action, you can do that, but it would have to hold everything, I think.
That's fine.
Yeah.
So if I hold an action, I can
Sure.
use my bonus action to do that too.
Sure, we'll say you can.
Okay, then I will wait until John goes.
Okay. Okay, Trillin. Okay. Oh, someone's gotta make a roll.
Yes.
Do you want to make a roll, Zeri? Since you're
What
here
am I
this
rolling
time.
for? Sorry. What am I
For
here for? What
Krillin's attack.
Dokie.
Rolls in that one. Nice.
No, I already
Okay,
got
that
the
will
one
hit.
out of the way.
That will hit. Are you using the increased damage-y thing,
Yeah.
Eagle?
She said yes.
Okay. 6 damage. Okay, Goodwin Underfoot.
Okay, I'm going to use a key point to do flurry of blows and get 3 attacks. So I'm gonna punch him with my left hand and then my right hand, and then I'm gonna do a roundhouse kick in its face.
Sounds good.
Nice.
We'll see if the last attack knocks some of his fangs out.
Ooh.
Oh.
Yeah, we're off to a
First
good
attack.
start here.
The first attack
Something
might
hurts. Oh, that's two.
10 damage.
That
Double.
whacks him. Okay,
You
and the second
continue?
attack. Yep. That will hit. Nice. And then the last attack.
18 damage.
Aww. Oh, I forgot. Yay,
I'm
Hobbit
a
Power for
hobbit.
the win. Okay, so unfortunately the
Hobbit
roundhouse
powers.
kick does not connect with his muzzle and he doesn't lose any fangs, but his other attack do hit.
I do get a like a effect on it though, don't I?
Well, for the crits for the good guys, we normally just still have to do double damage.
No. Because I have
Oh,
open
you mean
hand
like that.
technique,
Oh, yeah. I forgot. Yep. Mm-hmm.
so I want to knock him back down again. He has to roll 11 for dex save.
Okay. Yeah. Fortunately, he succeeds on that.
Okay. That'll be my
Okay.
turn.
Okay, so now
That's
Cassadius is gonna go.
18 points of damage in one
Yeah.
turn. Pop, pop, pop.
Yes, now I'm gonna go. Yeah. So I'm gonna make an attack with my crossbow. First off.
You can do it.
Hey, hit this time.
Yay! You're gonna hit.
So magic crossbow, like arrow, comes up from a little chamber thing, whoops, boom, and shoots out just like a regular arrow.
Wait, does it deal magic damage?
And it's 5 damage.
It does
And it's
magic damage.
Magic damage?
If it's a magical weapon, if it's a +1 or higher, then it.
This magic weapon, it's infused. It doesn't
Yeah.
say it. It does give it a +1 to its attack and
magic-
damage, so it is a magic weapon.
Yeah. Okay. Nice.
Yeah. All right. So and then the crossbow reloads, and this time it pops up, and there's this instead of like a regular arrow tip, it's like a vial that it's blunt, but it's kind of like a glass tube, and it's filled with like this white energy, and I'm gonna and it shoots it at Goodwin, and that is gonna give him sanctuary. So, you don't actually feel
What's
anything.
happening?
Like
You're
it,
getting
so
shot.
you get shot. No, that's how I build this thing that houses magic stuff. Anyway,
It's
so
his
my
arcane
crossbow.
focus.
So the white glow sort of like dissipate, like just spreads out across his whole body, and so now
And they died.
No, you get
Now
magic
you're
stuff.
dead.
now you have sanctuary on you. So until you attack again, the werewolf has to make a wisdom saving throw of 13 in order to be able to attack you.
That's pretty good, I guess.
Yeah. So that's why I waited until after you attacked, because once you attack, it goes away. But it lasts for a minute.
I just like that all his beneficial stuff, he has to actually shoot us with his crossbow.
Well, only long range stuff. I have glove things that I do for all my touch spells.
He just shoots his crossbow at his friends and at his enemies.
It's not a pointy version of the crossbow. It's,
Okay, Kira.
Eldritch Blast! Maybe it'll work this time.
Nuke 'em, David, Duke 'em.
Ooh.
Yes! Okay.
Okay, that will hit.
Plus 7. So 1,000,000. 1d10.
21. Aw.
Dang it. That's 8 points of damage.
Okay. He's looking pretty battered at this point.
And then I duck again.
Okay.
Because 300 feet is
Now
easy.
it's his turn, and he has to make a wisdom saving throw.
wisdom save.
He
Yeah.
failed.
All right. Well, I think that he can only choose a new target if there's a new target in range. So.
You can either choose a new target to attack, or he just fails. He just does nothing.
But
Oh
yeah,
wait,
there's no
why
target
can't he
to
just choose to attack you?
No, because you failed it's like as you're going to attack.
Hold on, I have Sanctuary. I can look it up.
It doesn't specify. It's very unclear.
Sanctuary. You
Says-
ward a creature within range against attack. Until the spell ends, any creature who targets the warded creature with an attack or harmful spell must first make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the creature must choose a new target or lose the attack or spell. The spell doesn't protect the warded
Yeah.
creature from
But
So
it's
it
the same
can't
attack.
move.
Well, so it's like an attack's in progress. He's going to attack
Yeah.
Goodwin, and then he's like, "Oh no, he's too scary!" And then he like switches real quick to attack someone else, but
Okay.
there's no one within melee range of him.
Okay, so he's gonna run over here to
Standard
make his.
action.
Yeah, he loses his one attack, but he goes over to make a different attack on Casadius. But Goodwin gets an attack opportunity on him.
Yes. Cripple him. Go for the jugular.
So, for attacks of opportunity, do I get a bonus attack, or is that only during my turn?
Only during your turn. That will hit. Nice. Okay, 14. Does that hit Casadius? No,
No, it will not.
does not. What are you wearing?
I'm wearing awesome
Scale
sauce.
mail.
Yes, I am. I'm like the guy who comes in riot gear. I'm like the armorer, man. I got stuff.
Okay.
You can
Alphonse.
literally put it to the entire armory, so.
Alphonse is
Yeah.
going to move. Get 30 feet. 5, 10, 15, 20. About there. That should be 30 feet. Yeah, that'll work. And I'm going to do the same thing again. Planar Warrior. And then see if I can't catch him with my sharpshooter feat. So I'm calling sharpshooter. That's a 12.
That time, that will hit.
Okay,
Yes.
so all of this is force damage. Let's see here. Roll. Let's see here. Let me make sure I get my bonuses correctly. That is, ooh, 19 points of force damage as the arrow
Plus
releases.
13? What?
Yeah, because
Sharp-
he gets 10 extra damage.
Sharpshooter
the-
adds 10 extra damage because I
Wait,
take
what
a
is
minus
sharpshooter?
5.
It minuses 5 to the attack roll, and if you hit, it does 10 extra damage.
It is a feat.
It's really good. If
Yeah,
I did that, I
what?
could
Oh my
with my
goodness.
rifle and
I've
murdered
seen it a
people
lot.
so bad.
And all of that damage is force damage too, so it's magical. So
Wait, so what did you... So wait, what did you roll though for your attack? You got a 12 even with a minus 5?
Yep.
Oh
I have a plus
Oh
7
my.
to hit.
That is nice.
I have a plus 7 to hit.
Okay, he gets whacked in the blast with a planar arrow blast and falls unconscious.
Right, okay. Alright, that's fine. Alright, and you just see, like, Casadius kind of had a
He
grin on
just
his
gets
face.
blasted right towards Casadius, and Casadius has to dodge it.
I do a
Oh,
graceful, like Olay, and like just like ha, like just look down
And
at
the
his
werewolf-
body.
Yeah, the werewolf shifts back into human form.
I'm not particularly happy about werewolves. Anyways, looks like we've got 2 for the precinct.
Yep, I'm gonna cuff this guy.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Brock picks the other guy back. Or actually, since no one ever picked him up, he just keeps holding him.
I pick up Casadius' turret and just put it on my
No,
shoulder.
no, it's a small turret. You can't pick it up. You can only pick up the tiny ones. I purposely chose to fill up a square this time. It's too big, so it walks over
I
to me.
just touch
and
him. I just pet it then.
when it gets over to me, it's gonna collapse into like a small disc that fits in the palm of my hand, and I put it back in my pocket.
Okay. Okay, successful work, everybody.
Very well done. Who wants to call this in to the chief?
Good job, bros. I'll carry it back. I'll carry both of them back. Get me some extra workout.
There you
What
go.
were you saying that Trillin does, Eagle? Uh-huh. Yeah. Well, there were 3 people, but then the wizard guy didn't get to summon his buddy to help him out.
Good work. Don't like summonings. Summonings are bad.
Good job, Brock.
You too, bro, man. See, all that training's paying off.
That went pretty well, considering what they were.
I think this fight turned in our favor early when Brock took the initiative and just immediately clamped the handcuffs on him.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so everybody gets 200 experience points.
Yay!
Oh,
This
also,
was originally just the start of the session, but I feel like it's so late, we probably shouldn't do this next part of the session because it's gonna.
also, I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on Brock. I'll heal him some more.
Okay,
Okay. I need to tally up my experience.
I guess that works. So you guys captured this guy, so now you can bring him back to base for interrogation and follow up on whatever leads he provides in the next session.
Oh my goodness, you only get 4 extra hit points.
Yeah. I drank a potion.
I have like this. Right. I forgot you did that. Well, I don't know if you need it anymore. I don't know. I don't like whatever. Like he probably still needs healing. You see, like my gloves got like an interchangeable like little like dial thing, like with a couple of different vials that have like glowy energy in, and like it spins to one that's like a white energy, and it you know, it gives you.
Did these guys have anything to do with the stolen donut bird?
Nope.
Okay, so this was we're just serving a warrant.
This is a continuation of that
The
orphanage
demon
thing.
one, the other one, the orphanage one.
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
So this was a missing employee. There was an employee that was missing. Was this guy? I somehow missed that. Was the wizard guy?
So he worked at the psychiatrist's place.
Oh, so he was the evil guy who
Uh-huh.
the imp probably belonged. Who was working
one
with.
that was
Ostensibly.
Excellent.
making
The
people
cream feather is
possessed
still
with
at large,
spirits.
though.
Yeah, the cream feather is still missing.
Right. Well, I'm going to back. I still have some requisitions to fill out for people.
Sounds very good. I'm going to make sure I get restock up on my arrows. I went through a number that time, but it is all right.
As you say that, I just like snap my fingers and like extra dimensional, just like a bunch of arrows fall out. And like I can do that sometimes. Yes, that's where he keeps his stockpile for requisitions.
Thank you.
If we're back at the precinct, like when we take everybody back, he's just like inside his requisitions place. It's like boom, arrows. There you go. Ta-da.
Perhaps there's a way we can figure out the exact nature of the lycanthropy this individual's gone through. Also, I'm very curious about what other spells and interesting little things they're into.
True. And before we leave,
I'll have fun interrogating him about it.
yeah, before we leave the inn, Alphonse will thank the innkeeper and give her the thanks of the city guard. And
Ron's just jogging.
The
on the
necromancer
spot
guy does
with
have
one
a spell
body
book
under
on
each
it.
arm.
Ooh, Necromancer has a spell book full of necromancy, which is illegal.
yep. But
See if you
Alphonse
get a
will go ahead.
permit.
Alphonse will go ahead and give him, I believe, a solid gold piece. To see how much money I have first.
Yeah, that's a good question. How much money do any of us have?
So,
It's a good question.
oh, there we go. I have
I'm
10.
assuming you get a salary of some kind.
Oh,
How
I have
much do you
10
get
silver
paid
pieces,
per week?
so...
You get paid 1 silver piece per week. No, you probably get
No.
paid more than that. 1 gold per
Actually-
week.
Actually, you and I could probably figure out some. Since it seems like you and I are the main GMs now for this, maybe we could go over some of that stuff.
Yeah.
Anyways, I give him some money. And keep her some money just to
Yeah.
let them know
Because
their tax dollars are going to good use.
Right back to them when the guards give it to them.
Yep.
I'm gonna write the table that I knocked over.
Oh, I'll cast mending on stuff that needs
I
to
was
be.
gonna say I'm gonna roll to see if the table is broken, and then you can cast mending. Yeah, the table got broken.
Yeah, alright, I'll just mend it. I can mend whatever. It just takes a minute for me to mend stuff. Also, it's
Sorry.
unclear in the rules, but the cannon gets healed when I use mending. I feel like that's an instantaneous thing since it just fixes stuff. Like, so I could just cast mending twice as a cantrip and then it would be healed in 2 minutes. Like, I don't get that. So I feel like that's meant to be used in combat, but that doesn't come up. So whatever. Anyway,
You mean because it takes 1 minute to heal the turret with mending?
right? But I don't think it's supposed to take a minute because it has specific rules for mending for the turret instead of it just gets fixed. It takes it's a roll to see how much health it gets, which doesn't make any sense if it's an out of combat 1 minute mending because you can just do it more than once.
Oh, because you're saying like,
I think it's meant to keep it alive.
oh, because if you're out of combat and since it's a cantrip, you could just use mending an
yes,
infinite number
exactly.
of times. And then it doesn't matter
Exactly.
that it heals a certain amount.
Yes, exactly.
That does sound possible. Yeah, I think so. That sounds good.
Wait, how are we? Because I have mending too. How are we ruling on mending?
I guess
for
it's
the
just
turret?
an instantaneous.
Yeah, for the turret, it's instantaneous. Let
Okay.
me tell you how much it is. So it has 15 hit points. It heals when you do mending. It is 2d6 hit points.
Because I took mending too, so that 2 of us could heal your turret.
That's like the best healing in the game, pretty much. So I think the turret should be the same.
It only has 15. I mean, it does have 18 AC, and it's immune to like poison, and that's why you can summon it as a small thing to take up a square. So you can use it as a roadblock, or you can have
We
it.
can just
as
bonus
combination
action.
attack. It can only move 3 squares per turn, though, so it's not a super fast piece of artillery.
Next session, can we have more enemies that shoot arrows at us?
Sure.
Wait, you wanted to catch arrows?
Yeah.
I haven't had an opportunity to try that yet. I really want to.
Hold very still. I will shoot arrow at you.
Yeah, actually,
What's
let me
great is when
see.
you can catch the arrow and then throw it back at them like a dart.
Wait, how much XP was that?
200.
200.
Yeah, 200. All right. Will that be game for tonight?
Yep.
All right. Thank you, Twitch, for joining us. Thank you, YouTube, for joining us as well. Hope you guys had a great night. It was very good to get back into Castleburn again. Back into the shows of Alphonse Jenkins. Anyways, thank you very much for joining us. I wish you all a very good evening, and God bless. Good night.
Oh, also, I'm gonna be busy.